Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. We've reached Tier 9. What are some fun Tier 9 tanks, non-reward tanks, non-premium tanks that you can enjoy in this game? And we're going to start off with the VZ51, the Tier 9 Czechoslovakian heavy tank, driven by none other than me. Why not watch me play? This is me in my new VZ51. I've just finished the grind on it. I've unlocked the Tier 10, and I got to tell you, this tank is just a gem to play at Tier 9. And in fact, there are many fun Tier 9. The Tier 9 is a sweet spot. Tier 9 is like, it's one of my favorite tiers. Tier 5 and 6 are a sweet spot. Tier 7 is okay. Tier 8 is an premium infested shit show that's not fun at all. But Tier 9 all of a sudden is a sweet spot. Why? Because you get like I did not get spotted, so I might as well do it again. 2 cheeky shots. 835 damage. Now I'll go play as a heavy tank. I just wanted to get a couple of cheeky shots. Notice I didn't push that ELC out of the way, who didn't need to spot there. But, hey. The reward tanks, all of them, all the Tier 9 reward tanks are good. The Concept, 1B, the Scharfutur, the Kunzi Panzer, all of those. The Renegade, is that one? They're all good. All of them are good. And Tier 9 is a sweet spot because it's one of the tiers. Well, let's just put it this way. When you get to Tier 7 and 8, you have to sometimes fight Tier 9s and 10s. Okay? In your Tier 7 and 8s. That's not fun. When you're going up the light tank lines, you get to Tier 7 and 8, you sometimes have to fight Tier 9 and 10 EBRs. Or Tier 9 and 10 light tank. You could be a Tier 8 light tank. You get in the game, you're fighting your team, and the enemy team has Tier 10 light tanks. What are you supposed to do? Plus, why are you not playing like a heavy tank? Okay, just a second here. I'll just take one shot on this poor hapless tiger, and then I'll go down and kill all those guys, okay? Let's just, hold on. Let's aim. We're just gonna aim. Just, tiger, those are not the tanks you want to fight. You want to back up. Old Jedi mind trick. You want to back up, Tiger. Thank you. Okay, now we'll go down and kill them. So if you got a Tier 8 light tank, you load in the game, and there's Tier 10 EBRs or T100s. So what are you gonna do? It's just not, and it happens all the time. You're bottom tier all the time. So it's just not fun. But when you get to Tier 9, all of a sudden you're the guy that can only see one level above and 2 levels below. And in this game, I'm fighting Tier 8s and 7s. And there's no Tier 10s. This happens occasionally. And when a Tier 9 tank meets a Tier 7 tank, or Tier 8, I see, what should I do? Should I aim? Is there armor there I have to worry about? I'll just press the trigger. I didn't know. I guess just shoot, right? Don't even do anything. When a Tier 9 tank faces some low tier tanks, it's just kind of they have no chance. They have absolutely no chance. And I play this game much too conservatively, but you're going to see a pretty good result because I'm top tier. Also, Tier 9 tanks, especially the medium tanks, tend to get Tier 10 guns. The Leopard prototype has a really good Tier 10 type gun. All the medium, I know Claus, the Leopard 1 hits harder, or aims faster. The Tier 9 medium tanks have the same alpha as the Tier 10s. There's other characteristics that, they're not quite Tier 10s yet, but you jump from Tier 8, most of the Tier 8 medium tanks having that 220, 240, whatever. It's a little different now, but the Tier 10s all of a sudden jump to that 390, 400. And the penetration just jumps, and it's just the premium round. The E50, if you just load the premium rounds, is basically a Tier 10. It's Tier 10 is a What am I saying? I'm not thinking. Claus, think. Tier 9 is a beautiful sweet spot. It's this poor guy here. I mucked that up so he got a shot into me. But what is he going to do? Nothing. He's not going to do nothing. He will do nothing. He will die on the battlefield. And just like that, 4,000 damage. Now, if you're playing Tier 7 and 8, If you're playing tier 7, you almost never see tier 6s and 5s. You're almost always seeing tier 8s and 9s. If you play tier 8, you're always seeing tier 9s, other tier 8s, tier 10s. You need some help? Let me help you. Oh, wait, it's a tier 7 J Panther. Well, let's just miss this shot, but pen anyway, and then take that shot. And now I gotta be careful. There's a phase 1 coming. Help, team, help! This is a beautiful tank in tier 9 too, because it just gets you ready for the tier 10, the VZ55. But what a gun. What firepower. Just incredible. And now I'm kind of thinking, I'm looking at the mini-map, and I'm by myself here, and I don't want to fight the phase 1. I don't want to fight. That's another really good tier 9, because I could take my 2 shots, do 800 damage. He's got 1600 HP. If I can bounce this shot, I can get away. Good. If I take my 2 shots, I get 800 damage, and then he kills me while I reload. So I don't want to fight him. I want to go kill these 2 guys right over here that are both one-shots, because why not? Because I'm a selfish, top-tier, gold-spamming prick. But for some reason, I get outsmarted, because you know, you're not watching Super Unit. I thought that guy's coming around the corner, but he doesn't. He stops, and so I outsmarted myself, and he died. Okay, so I'll go kill the Cheery. The night that Cheery died, I prayed the night that Cheery died. Mother, can you tell me what it's all about? Okay, let's go. You know what's going to happen, guys? I'm going to get my 2 shots on the AE phase 1 anyway. That's all I'm going to get. I'm going to wait till my teammate commits, and then I'm going to get my 2 shots. I'm at 4,800 damage. Can I do it? 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 Do it, do it, do it. 1. Yes. And 1 up the ass. Boom. And what can I say? What can I say? I tried my best. Okay? I tried my best. Please go. It's over. It's over. So not a bad performance for moi, right? 5,691 damage. I love this tank. This is a beautiful tank. I love it, but let me show you some more. Another absolutely fun tier 9 tank to play. One of my favorites, the Leopard Prototype, driven by, what is his name there? PFE, how do you say your name? Pfzer? From the MS4 clan. Shout out to you guys. I don't know how to say your name. Who just says that name? But this is, you know, I wish I could do a 2-hour video for you, because there's probably about a dozen tier 9 tanks that I think are just superb and fun to play. Tier 9 is a beautiful sweet spot in this game, and this guy knows exactly what he spotted 2 guys, and he's going to take a shot. Ha! And he shoots the other Leopard Pta who's trying to be aggressive. This is beautiful. I love this tank. There's the Emil is a fantastic tier 9 tank. Right? We're showing that the E50 is a fantastic tier 9 tank. The Czechoslovakian one with the 3 shots is a fantastic tier 9 tank. Oh wait, guys, a Muppet has arrived. Stop the game. A Muppet in a T-124 has arrived. There he is, Mr. It's the Swedish chef has arrived in his T-124. Here to me, let me fire my gun in the bush, and they're gonna spot me and shoot back him. Here to me, is the T-124 almost dead? He's almost dead. Just hold on. We're gonna start the commentary again after the Swedish chef. Here to be he's dead. Okay, so he's illustrated for us the art of being detected. Drive like a Muppet into the bush, park right up at and fire your gun. That'll work. Okay. Well, I was going over my list. The Emil is a fun tier 9 tank. The E50 is a fun tier 9 tank. That Czechoslovakian one with the 3 shots, the TVP, I think it's called. The Italian autoloader, beautiful tier 9 tank. Of course, the Russian mediums, the T-54 is just powerful. What other tanks? Pretty much, You know the one I don't like? The Japanese one. The one that leads to the STB one. What is it called? Type something? Type 60? I don't like that one too much. What other ones? Of course, there's some heavy tanks. The T10 is absolutely beautiful. What other? Look at German Motion, hunk of garbage. The one that leads to the mouse. That's the one that leads. The one that leads to the E75 is primo. There's just a long list of really good Tier 9 tanks, and Tier 9 is a beautiful sweet spot. They can hold their own versus Tier 10s, like this Leopard prototype is holding his own now, because you can press 2. You're in a Tier 9, and you find yourself bottom tier, you press 2, you're basically a Tier 10. You don't have to ever fight Tier 11s. So Tier 9 is just a beautiful sweet spot. Tier 5 and 6 are fun in this game. Tier 7 can be good unless you're facing Tier 9s. You roll out in a Tier 7 light tank and you got a Tier 9 EBR. That's not fun. So Tier 7 is that transition. Tier 5 and 6 are a sweet spot, and then Wargaming, they use Tier 7 to transition you into, like, get you ready for the shit show waste of time that Tier 8 is. It's just transitioning you into shit. That's what Tier 7's for. And then you get to Tier 8 and you go, oh my god, this game sucks. Because Tier 8 sucks. Tier 8 is just a utter complete waste of time. You just play premium tanks to try and make credits, and you get farmed by Tier 10s. So it's, you know, it's basically a garbage mode. Russian Cloak of Dispersion is activated. And then you get to Tier 9, you go, whew! Now I get to farm the Tier 8s that are trying to make credits. Okay? He gets to farm the Tier 8s. Not in this game. Not in this game. He's up to 5,000 damage, and he's doing just beautifully. Let's just follow this guy. I'm going to try and say your name right again. Pfalzer. Pfalzer. I think it rolls off the tongue. Pfalzer. Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him! Erwischt! And now he's got a Char Futur. Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him! Yes! Don't surge forward, he's gonna shoot you back! Stay hull down! What are you doing? He surged forward. Oh, and the Char missed, luckily. Can he shoot the Char one more time? I shot the Char! Daddy, another Muppet has arrived. His teammate didn't want him to shoot the Char. Because that's always the greatest strategy, right? If you think about it, guys, if you have a teammate here that has a gun and an enemy here that he's going to shoot, it's always a good idea to put your head right in between. Because that's a perfect positioning. That's how you get him in a crossfire. Okay, what's he going to do now? What's he going to do? You got a shot there, buddy. Oh, your teammate helped you out. Yeah, you got the tracking assist. He tracked them, and then his teammate helped him out. Okay, Object 704. Object 704, if you turn your hull, okay, beautiful. No turret, you don't have time to spin around. Boom, 477 damage. Isn't that beautiful? And he's exploded. Daddy, the object just exploded. Isn't this more fun than watching me play? I was much too hesitant in that game. I could have got Ace Tanker in that game that we just saw, the first game, if I would have just put my big boy pants on. If I just would have rushed in and killed that Cheery and that other guy instead of hesitating there, but they faked me out. I thought he was coming around the corner. But if I killed those, if I got 2 extra kills, I would have got Ace Tanker. And this poor guy is slow. And you'll notice, guys, that most of the tanks that I mentioned that were good at Tier 9, and the ones I'm featuring here, have something in common. They're fast. That's the meta these days. I think more about that in tomorrow's video. It really, really shows when you get to Tier 10. But speed. You notice that what's the tank that leads to the Type 5 Heavy? The Type 4 Heavy? That wasn't on the list as a fun Tier 9 tank. The Motion? That wasn't on the list as a fun Tier 9 tank. You need speed. Speed and firepower are the meta in this game, and the Visa that I just played with turbo, beautiful. And of course, this one here is one of the faster tier 9, so you can reposition and do well. And why don't you just go take a shot on the Shar? Take a shot on the Shar. Take a walk on the wild side. Take a shot on the Shar. Oh, but now he's got bigger problems. Ooh, see, now when you... Okay, now it's going to be more difficult than I thought. He's got a Jagd Panzer E1. I would have taken the shot on the Shar and retreated, because if the Shar came at you, you've got a T-95 there, was ready to shoot him. So, and ooh, I wouldn't leave the high ground. Okay, let's see how he's gonna. Boom! Yes. He would have killed the Shar. You should have taken the shot on the Shar, and just go right through his superstructure, because you don't have to aim for a weak spot. You've gone through the trouble of loading 323 pen. You've got nothing but APCR, my friend. You've got total APCR. What are these players thinking? I'll load total APCR because I'm going to spam it like a motherfucker all this. And then you try and aim for the weak spot. You don't need to aim for the weak spot. Just shoot his superstructure and it goes right through. And oh, it's not going to track him because you're going to take 1,000 damage. Ah! He low rolled for 860. That was a lot of HP. He could have went through his superstructure. Isn't that funny, guys? When someone spends the credits to load nothing but APCR, and then when he sees someone that he could go right through the big flat superstructure. Oops. Multisien Tier 9, beautiful sweet spot. And I gotta say, well, how do you say your name? Falzer? You lost. You did more damage than me. I did 5,600 in my game. You did 9,600. So you did a little bit more damage. But the end result is you were defeated. So technically you're a loser. And I'm a winner. I won. You lost. I won. So by definition, I am a winner, and you, unfortunately, are a loser. I'm just reading the results, guys. The results speak for themselves, right? I mean, there's many ways to skin a cat. You can do 5,000 damage. You can do 9,000. There's a lot of different ways of doing it. But at the end of the day, what counts is, whether you're a winner, like me, or a loser, like him. I'll catch you on the next one.